Hey guys, okay, so it's been about a day or so since the World Health Organization has declared, oh my gosh, has declared a national pandemic for the COVID-19 virus, well known as a coronavirus. It's actually just a subset of the coronavirus, but it's been about a day and I'm getting up to go shopping. For those of you who don't know, I live in Quebec, and I feel like the panic is really starting. Like on Twitter and on social media, people are freaking out already and they're going after toilet paper in like stock bulk quantities. It's kind of insane. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just check out the stores, grab some food because I definitely need some for my animals, my cat and my dog, and obviously myself. But yeah, so I'm gonna bring you guys along and just kind of like vlog or document this whole process. Honestly crazy. It feels like a movie. Like it does not feel real at all. It's insane. Even like people are like keeping their distance already from each other, and it's wild out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and vlog and bring you guys to one of our like popular grocery stores, Provigo, and let's see what they have left. So I forgot to mention, people are not like wearing masks or anything like that, so it's windy as crazy and there's still people on the streets. So about to head out. As I mentioned, nobody's really wearing masks right now, so I'm not expecting to see people wearing masks in the grocery stores, but I think people are being very cautious in terms of like keeping their distance. You see the roads are still really full, people are still out commuting, people are still out doing things. Nobody is actually isolating. Well, from what I see, I don't think that they're isolating, but yeah, there was actually a lot of traffic out going to the stores, so maybe everyone just had the same idea. Yeah, empty bread shelves. There's all bread before. There's still some left, but wow. This is where the toilet paper was. All of the empty. I've never seen this in my 28 years of living on this planet. Everyone's been buying these tissues as toilet paper because there's just simply no toilet paper at all. How crazy is that? It's insane. Hey guys, so I wanted to give you a little bit more an idea, instructions on, or commentary rather, on when I went shopping in the grocery store. I had lost some of my footage, and so I just kind of felt like this was a little bit necessary just to talk about it. Just for those of you who also live in Canada or in Quebec, just so you kind of get an idea of what to expect when you go to the grocery store right now. So I went to the grocery store about 2 days ago now. Since then, I think that the situation has gotten a little bit worse. But needless to say, going into the grocery store, I was absolutely shocked. There were actually a lot of people, which I was not expecting. I wasn't expecting there to be that many people. I was expecting there to be a lot of people in the lineups, and the lineups to be crazy because of people not working or going into work or what have you. But the lineups weren't that bad, but there were a lot of people, and the shelves were empty, especially like the bread, the pasta shelves were empty. Of course, the toilet paper shelves were empty, the cleaning products, those types of things were very empty. A little bit of the produce as well, those shelves were empty. But just something that I just noticed was everybody was definitely keeping their distance. I think I like coughed once or something because I had something stuck in my throat, and this guy like looked at me, stopped, and turned right around in the alley, and I was like, okay, cool. But so people are being cautious, which is good, but also it's just like this recognition when you look at each other of like, shit, this is really crazy and scary and we don't want to get anything, which is good. Social distancing is what's going to keep most people alive that can potentially be very affected by this infection, especially those at risk. And there is, like, a lot of the elderly population are going to be most at risk, as well as people who have pre-existing conditions. So we want to be cautious. And I, as a young person who is relatively healthy, I don't want to be spreading any kind of virus that can potentially kill somebody. And so I think everyone needs to think like that, and I think everyone needs to be responsible. And I don't think everybody is. I think, I think the majority of people are. I just think that the minority, I went out, not went out, but I had to walk my dog, and there were just people like still partying and having social gatherings. And I feel like that's extremely irresponsible. Like, I get you want to party and have a good time and get your mind off things, but please just remember there are people that are at risk right now, and it's much more important than you partying to get your mind off things. Like, do that alone at home. Like, don't get together. There was like a massive amount of people just partying, I was like, why? We're in the midst of a crisis, a pandemic rather, and you're just like partying with a bunch of people. Anyways, it's just irresponsible in my mind, and so I'm trying to distance myself, especially if I need to go out to get whatever or to walk my dog. I just make sure to keep my distance at least 6 feet from other people, and of course wash my hands constantly, and I think that everyone needs to do that. It's very, very important. But needless to say, there's still people out, there's still people working. The country hasn't been shut off yet in Canada. I'm from Canada, for those of you who don't know. Our country has not been shut off yet. They still have the borders open as of, we are Tuesday the 17th of March. As of the 17th, Ontario has actually declared a state of emergency, so I'm just waiting to see if Quebec is going to do the same. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But I think that it's important to take those measures, because as of when I started this video, when I went shopping a couple of days ago, there was like 10 cases, and now there's over 60 cases within a couple of days, and people are using public transport. We're really big in the city of Montreal on public transport. A lot of people use it, and there's been people who have been infected on public transport, and so it's just crazy for people to continuously work and continue their daily lives like as if nothing, and have social gatherings. I think that it's irresponsible, and I think that the best is to just shut everything down. Thankfully, schools did shut down yesterday. So yesterday, all schools are closed now for 2 weeks. So I'm going to continue making videos in this time, documenting everything, and kind of bring you guys in on all of this. It's the first time in my life I've ever experienced anything like this, and I'm sure it's the same for you. And so, yeah, just remember we're in this together. Stay safe. Take the proper measures and precautions to not get infected or infect anybody else. It's really, really crucial at this step in this stage. So, needless to say, I will be back with another video. I will keep you guys updated. I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.